Hey guys, today we have a Canon Pixma MX722 printer, and the printing quality is pretty bad. It's missing colors such as magenta. Cyan looks to be good, and photo blacks looks to be okay, just a few stripes. Main black tank is also missing colors. It's supposed to be about an inch wide, and it's only putting out a little bit. So if you're having this problem, if you're missing lines are skipping color and stuff like that, that's probably if you would print this nozzle check pattern. This is something similar that you would see. Of course, to do that, you're going to go to the menu, main menu on the printer. You're going to scroll to the right, select setup, maintenance, and then nozzle check pattern. Hit yes. My ink cartridges are all full according to this here, so that's something that I'm going to look into next. I'm going to open up and check each cartridge, see if it actually, usually it shows the correct color level. So at this point I'm thinking that my problem with this printer is the printhead. So I'll show you how to clean that up. So if you're having a report just like mine, you would select also B, but that gives you the opportunity to clean the printhead, and you can do it that way. It automatically will clean it. I recommend doing once, and if it doesn't improve, let's just go to the step that I'm about to show. So what we are going to do, we're just going to go back and we're going to open up the printer. We're going to open this cartridge door. I'm going to wait for the ink cartridges to come to the center here. I already kind of see what the problem... Well, no, it looks like the cyan ink is full. It doesn't have any... everything seems to be right. Black is good. Seems like the cartridges were just replaced before I bought this printer. Yellow. Photo black. And magenta. So they're all good. They're all full cartridges. So we know the problem is not with the cartridges. Sometimes you can also what you can do is just put a little bit of like alcohol on here just to soften up or dissolve a little bit of dried up ink. But in this case, I doubt that's not needed at all. You can see that it's pretty moist. So at this point, we're just going to remove the printhead. In order to do that, we're going to keep this door open, and I'm just going to put this down so I could demonstrate this for you. There's a stop button right here. We need to press and hold it, and then on the screen it should show that the printhead is in the position to be removed. There we go. It says the printhead holder has moved to the head replacement position. So from this point, what we'll do is we'll just push this forward, like pull it forward, and now we have access to the printhead over there. So there's like a little wall in the middle of the printhead. I'll just grab by that, kind of between the fingers here, and tilt it forward and push it out. There we go. Here's the printhead. Once again, to put it back in, just slide it like this, and then it falls in there, and you push this back. Okay, so we have our, whoops, you don't want to damage it. So we have the printhead out, and we're going to do some quick cleaning with it. In the meantime, just push this back and close it. Okay, so my cleaning solution that I use for Canon printheads is usually some Windex or window cleaner. Sometimes add a little bit of ammonia or the one that has a little bit of it in it already, and then I mix it with some hot water so the solution is warm, and I let it stand in the water for a few minutes. Usually best to have the printhead covered, or not covered fully to avoid any damage, but just about this much just enough so it covers the bottom of it, and then if it gets on the inside of the print head here, it's no big deal. So just kind of move it around. You can see how the water is changing colors already. It's become pretty black already, so it's basically all colors. All ink is just going into that water. And usually I'd let it sit for a few minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, maybe half hour. But in our case, the colors were coming through. They weren't like 100% clogged. Usually if the printer wasn't used for a long time, it would be something that you would need more time for. I also like to help in the cleaning process. So what I would do is just use the same water. You can use other, but it's just basically it's just black because there's more black ink in here, so it's just going to become pretty dark. But the solution is still there, and what I'm doing is just kind of going over the nozzles just to kind of help break up any dry ink in there. To me, this print head seems like it's pretty good after a few minutes of sitting in the solution. You do not want to use anything rough. This is just a basic paintbrush for like watercolors and stuff. This is actually like, the bristles are pretty soft. You can use anything like a very soft paper towel to help with this too. And after you've done that, let it sit for maybe 5 more minutes. After it's been in the solution for a little bit, we can just run it under some warm water. And also this side as well, just to clean it up. If you're thinking this is damaging a print head, it really is not. It's built to be around moisture. When you put it back, you don't really want to have much water on this area. I agree with those that comment that. I did get it wet, but I've never had the print head burn after it's been cleaned the way that I clean it. Usually it's done it because it's just gone bad, and then sometimes people start cleaning it because there's no colors coming through, or they keep on getting the B200 air, and then it just fries. And basically it's not because of the cleaning, usually it's because it was already kind of faulty and it was at its time, basically at its end. So here we go. This could be enough for the print head. I do honestly sometimes use a syringe that I have a tip of the aquarium line on there, and that basically just fits over one of the smaller nozzles, not the black one, but it fits over one of the smaller nozzles, and it's just like an extra step just to push the water through. You can see the nozzle coming through. This one looks pretty good. I was mostly concerned about the magenta. I think it was magenta that didn't have color, but I'll push these through. If you don't have the syringe to do this, don't worry about it. Just what we've done so far should be enough. Okay, all seem to be going through. All the colors and the photo black seem to be pushing through just fine. So I assume the main black should be good too. So kind of rinse it off, and we should be good to go. Don't put it in the printer just yet. So before we put it back into the printer, we definitely want to make sure that we get most moisture out of the back. So just tap it gently on the back with the paper towel, just to get all the moisture out. This area, if it's wet, it's no big deal because that's where the ink goes, but you do also want to kind of tap it to make sure. What I also do is just get a spray can or any air on it. So I just put some air on here, kind of blow any water out of these tight spots there. Okay, and just wipe this area. Same thing with this side. Like I said, don't worry about this at all, but I just like to get it this way. Just tap it down a little bit, let it dry for a minute or two, but I'm confident that this is good to go inside of the printer at this point. So we're going to repeat this step. We're going to open this, open the front cover, and we're going to press and hold the stop button. And you can see it'll slide over to the right. And then release the button when it beeps. I'm going to pull this forward and install this printhead just like that. So flip it forward like that. And just let it drop in there. And then push this. You can touch it and it's pretty set in there. Before I put the cartridges in, I just want to make sure it accepts the printhead. So it's all good. The printer is basically ready for the ink cartridges. We're going to get our ink cartridges back into the printer. We'll let the printer start up, and then we'll print the nozzle check again and compare it. Alright, so here comes the nozzle test pattern. We have all colors coming through. So this is perfect, and this is good to go. This printer should be printing without any problems and without missing lines. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for you and entertaining. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.